Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to go over how to get unstuck if you're feeling stuck. Here we go. So there's a few things that you should do right off the bat. Number one is to check the basics. So how's your sleep? How's your nutrition? How is your exercise? Am I staying hydrated enough? And I can hear you saying, or even myself, well, I'm not sleeping well, my diet's crap, and I don't exercise enough. Don't get down on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Just make small changes right now or today or tonight that you can start taking small steps towards helping yourself. Again, it doesn't have to be big drastic changes, but maybe going for a walk around the block, maybe having an apple, maybe having a banana. Add rather than take away. At least that's what works for me. If I add a protein shake, I'm less likely to eat junk food because I'm full from the protein shake. Carry a water bottle with you around the house or with you to work. Number two is, what are the energy drainers in your life? A relationship, a job, the environment that you're in. I know it may feel sometimes like you can't get out or you're stuck, but it's just taking a second to turn on that part of your brain that goes into the problem solving and what you can do, and then ignoring that other voice in your head that's trying to keep you lazy, saying that, oh, probably won't work out anyway. For example, if you're in a job that you don't like and you know that you have to apply to other jobs to start the process of leaving your current job, the part of your brain that's lazy might say like, oh, it's so much work. Oh, I don't know this, that. Acknowledge that voice, be aware of it, but start to take the steps, even if it's just one step. Like, hey, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to help me rewrite my resume for a new job. Nowadays, you don't really have to do that much work at all. You just ask AI to do it for you. Now, I'm not saying do that for everything. You definitely want to proofread it, make sure it looks good, but keep that in mind that it's not as much work as you think. Use ChatGPT to help you. That's what I've done. I literally had it help me rewrite my resume for a job using the keywords in that job description. So I copied the job description and I pasted it in ChatGPT, and I actually was able to paste my entire resume, and I said, ChatGPT, take this job description, take my resume, and add keywords into that resume to suit that job, so that at least it increases my chances of at least getting an interview for that job. That way you're starting to make steps towards leaving the job that makes you unhappy. If it's a relationship, I know it's hard, but maybe potentially start having some difficult conversations or uncomfortable conversations like, hey, I just, I just want to get something off my chest, and I don't mean to, I'm not coming at you in any way. I just kind of how I've been feeling lately. Is that cool? Try not to use like an attitude or be passive aggressive. We both know that's just, in my words and my opinion, immature. It's a lack of control over your emotions. And if you're struggling with a lack of control over your emotions, it's okay. Just practice the wording that I just said. Take it down a notch. You can even put your hands up like, hey, I just want to get something off my chest real quick of how I've been feeling out, and I want your opinion. I'm not coming at you in any way. I just want to kind of hear your thoughts. When you let someone know that you want to hear what they think, they're more inclined to listen. And when they say something, or if they say something that may trigger that ego part of your brain, take a step back and be like, all right, I get it. Is there a way that we can somehow compromise so that we can both get what we want? Now, if it's your environment, start to think and just brainstorm. Again, even ask ChatGPT if you're feeling lazy. What are some ways that I can start to get out of my current environment if it's negative? For example, if I live home with parents, is there a way me and a friend, a very close friend that I can trust, can share an apartment together, so at least we're splitting the rent, because I know rents can be expensive depending on where you live or just in general. Also, I want to add another part about the job thing. If you can start to get a part-time job outside of your current job that's more of what you want to do, that might also help as well. And I'm not saying to go and get that job. I'm just saying to go on Indeed or LinkedIn and just look it up. That's it. Look it up, see what's out there, see what piques your interest. Like, oh, that sounds interesting. Oh, that sounds like something I could do. Or, oh, that sounds like something I can definitely learn. Or I want to learn. And last but not least, when you're going through this kind of problem solving mindset, you want to be aware of the state that you're in. Like, don't do this when you're so tired at the end of the night. That loud, lazy part of your brain that's lazy, is super loud and you genuinely don't have a lot of energy, try not to do it then. Obviously, we all know to try to go to bed a little bit earlier. We all get that. We all know that. We've heard it before. But if you try 10 minutes and remind yourself to shut your phone off, or to only give yourself maybe 5 to 10 minutes instead of scrolling for a half an hour or an hour, that's a step in the right direction. And you have to tell yourself to trust that process. And I know obviously you may not know me that well, and you don't know the other people that have maybe said this to you, or maybe you do, but there's going to be that part of your brain that's going to try to bring you back or try to keep you on the same track that you're on. And you have to be aware of it. Once you're aware that that voice is telling you to be lazy, telling you to blah, 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 do all this, oh, forget it, it's not going to work, I might as well, I've always been like this. All of that, categorize it into the limited thinking brain, whatever you want to call it. And kind of like smile and laugh at it. And once you're aware and separate yourself from it, it can help to start to make those changes. It can make those changes a little bit easier. For example, sometimes when I realize that I've been on Facebook or Instagram too long, I delete them. That way I know I'm going to re-download them eventually, but it's more of a pain in the butt to download them. So it's more steps for me to download it than it is to just do something else. It's kind of the equivalent of hiding the cookies or brownies on the top shelf. It's making it harder to get to. And I know I kind of touched on this before, but I'm very big into energy, and I'm not talking about spiritual whatever. I'm talking about actual physical, mental energy. For example, if you have fast food, you know how that makes you feel. Next time you have fast food, I challenge yourself, really think about how it makes you feel after you eat it, not during. During, of course, tastes great. After, think about how it makes you feel. Do you feel energized? Do you feel good? Do you feel mentally sharp? Do you feel like you're ready to take on a task? Or do you feel tired? Do you feel sluggish? Do you feel overall slightly negative, maybe a little depressed? Versus making some chicken thighs or chicken legs from home from the supermarket. Also, by the way, if you're a lazy person like me, all you have to do is sprinkle it with some seasoning, salt and pepper, maybe adobo, throw it in the oven for 30 minutes on 375, and boom, you got a healthier meal for the same price as fast food. Now, the last thing I'll say, especially when it comes to diet, is I like and sometimes even crave something sweet, and I'm definitely working on that myself. But what I've been doing is I have a chocolate flavored protein bar, specifically RX bars. I'm not sponsored by them, although RX bars, if you're watching this, send me some RX bars and I'll continue to promote you. But at the end of the night, if I'm craving that sweet flavor, I just grab a protein bar, have a couple bites, have a few sips of almond milk, and it satisfies that craving. So just try healthy swaps. For example, if you like chips, if you like sour cream and onion chips, which I do, try Quest sour cream and onion chips. They have more protein, less calories, and less carbs. Quest Nutrition, if you're watching this, send me some chips. Thanks. Also, their protein bars are very good as well, but a little more processed than the RX bars, but both are good. All I'm saying is to try. Also, one more thing. When I say try, don't just do it once and then never do it again. Even if you take those small steps 3 times a week out of the 7, that's a win. If you don't like one type of protein bar, try a different one. It's kind of like a fun way to try something new. Keep it interesting and different. Plus, it'll help with your energy and overall diet. One last thing. Talk to a therapist. Get it out. Start a YouTube channel. Just start talking. I found when I talk more, I feel better. It's a weird psychological thing, especially if you're an introvert like me and you're not one of these naturally talkative, extroverted people. Or maybe you have that one friend that's just naturally likes to talk about themselves and you're sitting there just quiet like, yep. Doing something like this, and maybe you don't even have to post it, just try it, and maybe talk about something that you really like or enjoy, like a video game or a TV show. Like for me right now, I really like the show Severance, highly recommend. If I took a rating of myself before I did this YouTube video versus after, I would say beforehand, I felt like a 5 or a 6. I'll even say it right now, I feel more like a 7 or 8, or even a 9, mentally, just because I got it out. So I gave you a bunch of stuff. Like I said, try the first steps. Use ChatGPT to help. When all of those doubtful voices and lazy voices come up, categorize that and just be aware of it. Like, hey, I hear you, I get it, but I'm gonna try this. Let's just try it. There's no harm in trying it. If you like this video, all I ask is that you subscribe, like it, share in a comment of what you think. I'm very open to hearing things, hearing what you struggle with, hearing what maybe is another video you'd like me to make or something that you want me to go into. I'll see you in the next one.